Hello and welcome along to my blog on whether disengaged employees care. That's interesting. I've asked that question. Do disengaged employees care? Care about their work, care about the company they work for? What's your immediate answer? In your head, what are you thinking? Probably no, they don't care. And our experiences will tell us that maybe the disengaged employees where we work are less productive, are less committed, are less able to be trusted with something, don't pay attention to quality, don't pay attention to the customer and to output and to repeat business, etc. So we say, but they don't care. Is that true? Even though all those other things happen, is it true that they don't care? Or is it possible that it's not a lack of care in terms of whether they care about their work or not? Maybe it's a lack of value. It's a lack that they don't matter. It's a lack that who cares about what I do. Okay, so it's worth thinking about that. And I've even seen, articles and podcasts and video logs and everything else talking about the disengaged employee as a bad employee. I've seen one particular infographic, and I think it's not right to label a disengaged employee as a bad employee, because disengagement is an outcome. It's an outcome of that person's, except for most employees that are disengaged, it's an outcome of their experience to date with your company. And that experience is important. So it's unfair to label people as they don't care. We'll leave the bad employees thing completely out of this conversation. It's unfair to label somebody as a person who does not care if we don't understand what's driving their disengagement. We don't understand what is going on with that individual, and we need to help that individual understand as well. It's not just a question of whether I understand what's happening in my company. That individual employee has to understand what's happening for them in my company. Why do they feel this way? So if I'm working somewhere, I need to understand it. What is making me feel like this? What needs to change in order for me to be engaged? What do I need to change about myself and about how I interact with my workplace in order for me to feel more engaged? So there's a lot to it there. It's not just, engagement isn't just about, somebody's disengaged or not, or somebody's engaged or not, and we can take the disengaged people and run us a couple of social events and do a bit of corporate social responsibility, and therefore everything will be alright. It's not about that. Engagement's about the small things in the company. It's about how people are made to feel on a daily basis. It's small steps. Forget about all those big events. Forget about the big ticket stuff. That's the icing on the cake. So I believe the bottom line is that many disengaged employees do actually care, because they care about something, and they care about something quite a lot. That might be how they work, it might be how they're seen, how they're perceived by others, it might be that they've trained for this and they want to do the best they can, and they just feel that's not being facilitated. They might feel that they want a career, and the important thing is that, I'll give you an example. I went into a particular company, and we surveyed and we researched and we implemented the times2 platform, and almost 10% of that company, of the employees in that company, came back, spread right across the whole country. They worked in offices, all area-based offices all over the country. These guys weren't talking to each other, and 10% of that workforce, who all happened to fall into the disengaged bracket on our survey, all come back with the same question. They wanted a career. They wanted to see what that career was in front of them. So they had an ask from the company. And that's what you might find with disengaged employees. Disengaged employees feel disengaged because they do care, and they feel that's not being reciprocated. They have an ask. They want something from their career. They want something from their job, from the work that they do, and they don't feel they're getting it. So it'd be good to understand what each person's ask is, and that's not a big thing. That's not opening up a can of worms. That's a simple. Let's understand the people that we employ. Let's encourage our line managers to get to know them a little bit better. What drives them? What motivates them? What engages them? What disengages them? What are they looking for? Why do they come to work every day? Beyond the salary, beyond paying the mortgage and the bills, why do they turn up here on a daily basis? And once you understand that employees become disengaged because they do care, you'll also understand that a lot of these guys want to be engaged. And now all you have to do is find out what that ask is and how we can empower each person to go after it. Because that ask very generally will be something that they will be able to achieve. It won't be something that you can't deliver or it's going to cost you a lot of money to actually deliver. This 10% of people want a career. They want it to be delivered through interesting work and projects. They didn't want training courses. They didn't want any money spent. They wanted to do more work, actually was the bottom line of it. So you can see where my point is there. We shouldn't be afraid of it. We should actually seek it. And it'll actually save us money and it'll make your business money. And there's very little more to be said for it than that. So my closing question to you is, how are you planning to empower your line managers to build a better understanding of the people they lead? Or if you're a line manager, what are you doing to understand your employees better? Thank you very much.